I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. It's coming down to the wire at Valley View. Later this week, Orange County legislators will consider overriding County Executive Ed Diana's budget veto, opposing the legislature's plan to fund the county-owned nursing home for all of 2013. The county exec's budget funds Valley View only through February 1st. His plan is to sell it to a private operator. Today, County CSEA Union President William Oliphant reported that no progress has been made in negotiations with the county over a proposed contract concessions they've made to keep Valley View open and in county hands. He had this to say about reports of a needed 24% employee salary reduction.
24% reduction in wages in order to continue Valley View. That's absolutely absurd, and that is nothing that we would agree to. However, we are willing to engage in the collective bargaining process. Should the county put that 24% decrease in wages on the table at negotiations, we're willing to negotiate that. And I mean negotiate it. Well, where is the negotiations? I'm not willing to allow county administration to threaten, demean, or manipulate this negotiations process, or to balance their budget on the backs of the county workers. Instead, we're willing to engage honestly in the collective bargaining agreement as an effort to continue Valley View as county-owned and county-operated.
Negotiations between the county and CSEA are scheduled to resume December 17th. That would be after the legislature's override attempt vote this week. Reporter Chris McKenna will have more on the latest Valley View developments here at Record Online and in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. A Kingston High School teacher has been suspended following his arrest by state police on drug charges. The teacher, 42-year-old Matthew Didana of Hurley, was charged with felony sale and possession of drugs following an investigation into an alleged drug sale at his Hurley residence on Saturday. Kingston district officials placed him on administrative leave without pay pending the outcome of the case. The school board is responsible for the final decision in employee terminations.
Firefighter Adam Schultz, Lieutenant Joseph Stankiewicz, Fire Chief Michael Banner.
It was the first of its kind and the idea of Pastor Bruce Davis of Newburgh's Ebenezer Baptist Church. And it was designed to be the first step in an effort to help bring those in the city of Newberg back together. During their Sunday worship service, church members honored more than 200 city officials and emergency workers as a way to promote peace and healing within the troubled city, with more than 100 invited guests receiving certificates of appreciation. Pastor Davis called on the congregation to be peacemakers, not peace breakers, and to do their part to reduce crime in their neighborhoods. Newburgh Mayor Judy Kennedy said she was humbled by the recognition. Newburgh Fire Chief Michael Vatter called the tribute uplifting. Next month, Pastor Davis says he plans to reach out to activists within communities. They gathered Sunday to share the grief they feel because of the loss of a child. Sunday was National Children's Memorial Day, and St. Mary's Catholic Church in Montgomery was one of the places where families and friends banded together to remember children who have died. The service was marked by the lighting of candles, and the names of 60 area children who have died were read. The Bereaved Parents Support Group of Orange County organized this and a similar event in Warwick. The Memorial Day is observed worldwide, with families lighting candles at 7 p.m. in their respective time zones as a way to create a 24-hour wave of light. They were identified as members of an organized street gang connected to a crime wave in Sullivan County. Now, 2 Monticello men have been sentenced to lengthy prison terms for their respective roles in a series of burglaries. 19-year-old Anibal Santiago will serve 10 years in prison, and fellow gang member 18-year-old Joseph Strong was given an 8-year sentence. The pair had pleaded guilty to felony burglary counts for break-ins and thefts in Thompson, Fallsburg, Bethel, and Forestburg. Authorities say Santiago and Strong are members of Two Live Crew, a gang implicated in a burglary and larceny crime wave earlier this year. It was a big weekend celebration in Middletown for the region's Hispanic community. as more than 1,500 people turned out for the events marking the Festival of Our Lady of Guadalupe. It began Saturday evening with religious services, a vigil, and dancing at St. Joseph's Church in Middletown. Then Sunday morning, about 800 people took part in a parade through downtown Middletown featuring dancers in traditional Mexican and Aztec clothing. The cultural and spiritual observance marks the day in the 16th century when the Virgin Mary was said to appear before an Aztec Indian peasant whose robe miraculously produced an image of the mother, converting doubters. And on this trip, Santa Claus chose a train over a sleigh. St. Nick was on board the Toys for Tots train that made a stop in Montgomery on Sunday, providing an opportunity for local residents to donate toys and clothing for needy families in the region. The train began its run in Warwick and ended in Walden along the Middletown and New Jersey rail line tracks, collecting toys all along the route. This was the second of the 3 runs for the Toys for Tots train. The final trip will be made this Saturday. More than 4,000 donated toys were collected during Sunday's Orange County run. It won't be as mild out there the next 48 hours, but the sun will return. Tuesday will be partly sunny and cooler, with temperatures topping out in the 45 to 50 degree range. It'll be mostly sunny Wednesday with the highs in the middle 40s. Record Online is the place to find news when it breaks and start your day with the information you need when you read the Times-Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.